Well, hello, lovely people. Welcome to today's short and sweet tarot per card reading. We will be doing a yes or no type of reading today. So, whichever question you have on your mind, think about it a little bit, like focus, and pick the pile that you feel the most drawn to at the moment. And it can be either one of the cards, or it can be one of the rings, or if you feel drawn to more than one pile, it can be that there is advice for your question in both of them. So do as you please. And we will explore your energy at the moment. So based on your current energy, whether the situation looks like it will develop a yes type of ending to the question or a no. And of course, if you like or dislike that energy, advice on how to keep the momentum going and either keep the same result or change it if you want to. So, like I said, focus on a question that's in your heart and mind at this point and pick the pile that draws you in, and let's explore. Hey, pile 1, if you chose this little crown ring over here, then the main card you got as a response to your yes or no question is the Page of Swords. And with the Page of Swords, it speaks that your energy of the moment points towards a yes for your question. And something around this situation will heavily involve communication with you or something with the intellect. So this will be somehow key in the resolution of this situation. Apart from that, from the additional cards that came up for you, which basically act as an advice on what you need to do in order to keep the momentum going if this is the result you want from the situation, it's a couple of things. The main message of your cards is that you somehow need to trust yourself without rushing things too much. So you got the combination of the reversed Knight of Swords, who sometimes has a little bit of a restless energy, a little bit the energy of wanting things to happen too fast, like you have a goal in front of you, or you might not even still have an exact goal, but you have some kind of vague idea and you just want to go straight into it without any hesitation and without proper planning sometimes. You also got the Eight of Swords in the reversed position, which can speak about you having some kind of fears or blockages from past experience, most likely, like it manifests as some type of negative belief you have about yourself, about the situation, about how you can handle things. And this might also be the thing that is fueling you potentially wanting to do things as fast as possible, just so you make sure that you are in control of the situation and that it doesn't slip you. But the advice for you will be to go a bit slower with a little bit more assuredness. The third card you got as a clarifier is the King of Wands. And this is an energy of someone who is on authority in their own merit. So someone who knows what to do, who can handle everything on their own, who is just kind of an unshakable rock, but with drive. So it's not someone who is stuck in their place and not open to anything new. No, it is an explorative energy, but it is fiery energy. It is energy filled with self-esteem, let's say. So central for you to get the best result out of this situation will be to not over rush it, to have some kind of intellectual exchange, some kind of idea exchange, some kind of communication with other people, and as well as to hold your ground, like hold your vision and not be afraid to put yourself and your effort out there. So yeah, pile 1, short and sweet. This is the guidance for your question. I hope it helps. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose this ring over here, which is like a spider net, then the main card you got as an answer to your yes or no question is the Death card in the reversed position, which is definitely an interesting card to get for a yes or no reading. Now, right off the bat, the Death here signifies a no to your question. But I'd say what's more significant than this, because there are a lot of cards in the tarot deck which can signify no as well. The aspect to the Death card which is more important in this situation is the energy of somehow being stuck. So, of course, I don't exactly know what you asked about. I am sure that at least a part of you out there will have asked a love question, just because two of the cards kind of speak about love or can speak about love. But take that as it resonates. If not, not. The idea with the Death card is that if you are hoping for the situation to turn into a yes answer, you would need change, and it won't be the yes answer that you're currently looking for, so to say. So, for instance, if your question is sort of like, will I keep my current job or should I continue to pursue this person? The question is no. The answer to your question is no, because you are somehow keeping yourself small and keeping yourself in a negative pattern. And if no is actually the answer you want to receive, again, I don't know what you asked, there is again something in this situation which is keeping you in a familiar pattern. So either way, there will be a point in this for you where you would need to make some kind of change. So if the situation starts over here as A, at the end of the rainbow, when everything is amazing, it won't be situation A, it will be situation B, regardless of whether this situation for now turned out okay for you or not. I'm not sure that I'm making sense right now, but I hope that I am. As to the clarifier cards, so we got the Three of Swords, which is our heartbreak card. Again, it can signify another person somehow hurting you and breaking your heart, either romantically, friendship-wise, even it might be a colleague, who knows, a boss that you cared a lot about. But the idea here is that you were hurt somehow and you still don't feel okay to move forward. Like you have not gotten over the hurt completely. The other card that came up for you is the card of worry, the Nine of Swords, which you can see how the lady is sitting there all sad. She can't sleep. She has all of these thoughts, let's call them, that are bugging her, and she just can't catch a break. She can't relax. This is our typical anxiety card. This is the typical card of overthinking, not knowing what to do with oneself, not finding any type of rest, just because your thoughts and worries are not leaving you alone. So again, that's why I'm saying that in this case, no matter whether you are hoping for a yes or a no answer to your question, the important thing here is that either way, you will need to shift your energy somehow, like the situation will bring you there. Furthermore, because the Death card is a major arcana, which signifies some kind of more profound change. And the other card that came up for you, which also made me think that this might be a relationship issue, although again, it doesn't have to be 100% of the cases, but you got the Lover's card. And the Lover's card can speak about you at this time needing to open yourself up to being loved by other people. Again, platonically, it can apply as well. But it also speaks about finding some kind of harmony. So I am sure that if you can see yourself in this pile, in this stuck energy, you are completely aware about the thing that I'm speaking about. Like whether you are keeping a dead-end job, a dead-end relationship, some kind of other toxic pattern that you need to let go of, like bad eating habits, or I don't know, drinking too much Diet Coke like I do. Doesn't matter, something here needs to be fixed. Like, you can feel the stress inside of you. That's probably why you also are watching tarot readings. And again, that's the main message of the Death card coming up as your main significator. Even if you think that the way the situation is happening right now is okay with you, you will come to find out that life continues on. So you will be more or less forced to change this outcome. So yeah, pile 2. Don't be afraid of this change. Embrace it. There will be a point here for you where you will really need to get in touch with what you want internally, because the Lover's card, although it can signify union with another person, it can oftentimes just speak about our inner well-being and compass and being aligned with ourselves. And it seems that you are, for whatever reason, not completely aligned. Somehow you are used to an old way of functioning and of living, and you feel comfortable there. And now, no matter how many times you ask how this or that will turn out, it is high time for a change. Yeah. Maybe not so short and sweet, but that's the gist of it. So yeah, let me know if this sparks anything in you, and I wish you all the luck with it. Pile 3, if you chose this spiky little guy over here with the triangles, then the main card you got as an answer to your yes or no question is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords in and of itself indicates a no answer to your question. Let me elaborate. There is something surrounding your question where you feel stuck and unable to make a decision. Probably why you are asking tarot for help. The idea here is that sometimes we need to wait a little while and to see how something will further play out in order for us to make a decision. And sometimes you just need to rip the band-aid off and just take it as it comes. Sometimes you're going to be uncomfortable. Sometimes you're going to have to make some unpopular decisions. And either of those can more or less apply to your situation. That's why I'm going to tell you a little bit about the additional cards that came up for you as like advice on the energy. I say this with the clear conscience that you can apply this in both ways, whether you want to change the situation and push the energy to move towards a yes answer potentially in the future, or if you want to keep it this way as well, because I don't know what you asked. But the idea here is that if you are just feeling stuck between two difficult decisions and don't know which to choose just because both options feel kind of sucky, the movement forward for you will go through potentially healing some kind of hurt about maybe missing an opportunity in the past, or in the past making some kind of wrong decision, like some kind of regret and hurt from the past regarding this decision. And also you need to understand that the illusion of choice might be present for you. What I mean is that it is very much possible that you have more options to choose between, but they are not present right now for you. Maybe it is either that you are not seeing them right now because you are not thinking straight, so you're just seeing those two most unpleasant options. If this is the case, you need to take a step back and try to connect a little bit more with your emotional intuition. And emotional intuition, maybe that's not the best word, because the idea here is not to connect with your fear at the moment, the part of your brain that's shouting at you that this is horrible and that you maybe did something wrong and now this situation is unfixable. It has the potential to be fixed. You are just stuck in the mental place of not seeing it. And if you manage to calm yourself down a little bit in order for that hyper-stressed response to go down, if you connect that way with your intuition, like the true intuition, the thing that's speaking to you on the inside, that you want to make the one decision more than the other, then this will help you to move forward and to choose better. Now, this is the one option if you are truly not seeing that there is more to this. So it is something that will show itself for you. The other option that I'm seeing here is that, like I said at the beginning, sometimes we're just presented with circumstances which are not optimal, and we have to deal with them to the best of our abilities. So it is possible that you need to sort of swallow that regret or that anger that you might be experiencing to yourself, or that hurt that surrounded this situation, and you just need to, like I said, rip the band-aid off. Just make one of the possible choices, especially if you feel like your back is up against the wall at this point. Generally, with choices in life, nothing is that irreversible. You can choose a path, and then later on, if you decide that it's not working for you, you can take another course of action. But it is very possible that if truly now you are in the situation where you have nothing more than these 2 or 3 options, however much they may be, it is possible that once you commit to one road, more options will open to you. So by closing one door, sort of, another window opens. And again, this is not something that you would be able to see right now. Or again, you might have an inner inkling that if you take the one direction, it might be a little bit more beneficial. And when I say inkling, again, I'm more inclined to say that this is not something that's gonna happen and come from your rational thought, more so that it might be just some kind of hunch you have on the inside about, okay, I think I should take this road. If this is the case, then definitely it's just a matter of, this is your luck at the moment. You need to take a step forward. And once you do, more options and more choices will present themselves to you. Either way, what will help you right now to deal with this energy and moving forward, whether again you want to move towards changing completely the situation towards a yes or a no, and keeping it, keeping the door to this thing closed, you need to move forward by embracing one of the directions. That's it. Like, you can't keep yourself in this limbo forever. Things need to develop and either positively or negatively come to a conclusion. So yeah, pile 3. I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if it resonated.